Are you sick and tired of those weight loss videos? Everyone saying something different. 1 minute it's keto, the next minute is hours of cardio. Then it's counting every single calories. And you're left feeling more confused and hopeless than when you started. I get it. I was there. I felt totally trapped in that cycle of trying and failing. And I honestly thought there was something wrong with me. But what if I told you that after all the nonsense, I found a few simple science backed tips that were the only things I needed to lose over 40 pounds and finally change my body and my life? In this video, I'm not telling you any magic pills or secret workouts. I'm just going to share the exact strategies that actually work so you can stop the cycling and start your own real transformation. For years, my weight loss journey was a complete roller coaster. I'd lose 10 pounds only to gain it back. It felt like I was at war with my own body. The constant flood of conflicting made everything worse. Every guru promises a quick fix, but none of it is built to last. The frustration wasn't about the number on the scale. It was the mental and emotional exhaustion, feeling like a failure over and over again. I was tired of feeling sluggish, tired of my clothes not fitting, and just tired of feeling like I wasn't in control of my own health. That feeling of hopelessness was my rock bottom. It's a place I know a lot of you might be right now. And you need to hear me out. A way out. Simpler than you think. My transformation wasn't about some secret I discovered. It was about unlearning all the complicated junk and getting back to the basic of actual work. My turning point came when I was about to start yet another miserable, restrictive diet. I remember looking at this long list of forbidden food and the insane workout schedule, and something in me just snapped. I couldn't live like that anymore. I didn't want to. I knew there had to be a way to get healthy that didn't involve punishing myself or giving up everything. That's when I decided to ignore all the noise and shut off all the lose 10 pounds in 3 days videos and start looking into actual science of weight loss, focusing on what has been proven to work for the long haul. And what I found was both shocking and incredibly freeing. The core principle of weight loss, shockingly simple. They aren't about being extreme. They're about being consistent and building a lifestyle you can actually live with. It's not about a 30-day challenge. It's about making small, smart changes add up to a huge transformation over time. The first tip and most important tip is something you've probably heard of, but I want you to think about it in a new way. Calorie deficit. No, before you click away thinking this is all about obsessive calorie counting, just hear the science is simple. To lose weight, you have to use more energy than you eat. It's a basic law of physics. Every single diet that actually works, from keto to intermittent fasting, works for one reason. It helps you to create a calorie deficit. But here's where we all get it wrong. To bog down in apps, weighing every piece of chicken and feeling guilty about one cookie. That whole approach is stressful and completely unsustainable. The real secret is creating a gentle and consistent deficit. Here's how to do it. For just 1 week, what you normally eat. No judgment, no changes. Just use a free app to get your average daily calories. then your only goal is eat a little bit less than you normally eat, around 300 to 500. Don't starve yourself. This isn't a race. Is way easier to stick to, which means you'll be consistent, and consistency is everything. My own breakthrough came when I stopped obsessing over hitting exact numbers. Instead, I focus on easy swaps. My sugar latte became green tea or some other type of tea that I like to drink. And if you like coffee, drink it with a splash of milk. Just black coffee, no sugar, just with a splash of milk. Instead of a massive bowl of pasta, I'd have a slightly smaller portion with a big side of. I even learned to use my own hand to estimate portions, like a pound of protein, a fistful of carbs, two handful of veggies. It took all the pressure on and made eating healthy feel natural, not like a math test. That's from rigid rules to mindful choices is what made the deficit work for me. And it's why finally came on and actually stayed up. My second tip is the secret weapon for crushing hunger and craving. Make protein and fiber your best friend every meal. Seriously, if you're always hungry while trying to lose weight, you don't have a willpower problem. You have a meal building problem. And here's why. Protein makes you feel fuller, satisfied than carbs and fat. It literally triggers a hormone that tells your brain, hey, we're good here, which quiets hunger signals. Plus, your body burns calories digesting protein, which gives your metabolic nice little lunch. Fiber is other half of this pop. It adds one to your food without adding calories. So physical fills your stomach. It also slows down your digestion, which keeps your blood sugar stable and prevents those after energy crash that have you reaching for candy. When you put protein and fiber together, you create this amazing feeling of fullness that makes sticking to your calorie deficit feels almost effortless. At every meal, just ask yourself, where is my protein? Where's my fiber for breakfast? Instead of just cereal, try Greek yogurt with some berries and a sprinkle of chia seed for fiber. For lunch, instead of having basic sandwich, have a big salad with grilled chicken for protein and a ton of veggies and beans for fiber. For dinner, a good rule of thumb is fill off your plate with veggies, which is the fiber, a quarter with lean protein like fish or lentils, and the last quarter with a whole grain like quinoa. I'm telling you, this was a complete game changer for me. I used to get brutal sugar cravings every day before I go to bed. I just thought I had a sweet tooth. But as soon as I start loading up on protein and fiber, the cravings just vanish. I wasn't running on fumes by the afternoon. I had steady, stable energy all day. Did for my self-control than willpower ever did. It taught me that the goal isn't to fight your body's signal, but to give your body what it needs to feel satisfied. This third tip is all about completely changing how you think about exercise. Stop seeing exercise as punishment for what you ate and start seeing it as a celebration of what your body can do. The fitness world love to push this all or nothing idea that if you're not destroying yourself with intensity workout, you're wasting your time. This is simply, here's why. While your diet makes the biggest splash in weight loss, exercise is the number one thing that predicts whether you will keep that weight off for good. Moving your body helps hold on to muscles as you lose, and muscle burns more calorie even when you're just sitting around. But here's the most important part. The best workout on the planet is the one that you will actually do. If you hate running, you're not going to stick with running plan. It is as simple as that. So here's what you do. Experiment. Find a way to move your body that you will genuinely enjoy. Or at very least, this could be anything like brisk walk with a good podcast, dancing around the living room, hiking, joining a chill sports league, lifting weights, yoga, whatever of your choice. The goal is consistency, aiming for at least 30 minutes of moderate movement most days of the week is a fantastic start. You can even break it up into little 10 minutes chunk. My story is probably really relatable. I forced myself to do high intensity interval training for months because everyone said it was the best way to burn fat. I hated every single second of it. I literally before every workout because I was actually afraid of it. And surprise, surprise, I quit. My real transformation started when I gave myself permission to just go for walks. I started with 30 minutes walk every day until I actually enjoyed it, until I start making 10,000 steps every day. It lowered my stress, it lowered my blood pressure, and I stuck with it. Eventually, those walks turned into running, that I even marathon, 5K, then energy, and I wanted to lift weights. Now I'm lifting weights. You see me in different videos. You can see me doing weightlifting in this video, and I do enjoy it. I will put a video up here where I'm lifting weights. I discover a joy in getting stronger that I never found in getting out of breath. Find your joy, and movement will stop being a chore and part of your everyday life. If this idea of building a healthy life that you don't actually hate is clicking for you, my whole goal here is to help you build a habit that lasts without all the guilt and shame. And my final tip is the least sexy one, but it glue that hold all of this together. You have to embrace the power of being consistent. We live in a world obsessed with the next new thing, the quick act. But the truth is, real lasting change is built on a foundation of small, repeated, and something boring daily habits. Trying to change everything overnight is a recipe for burnout and gaining all the weight. Here's why it works. Our brain and bodies love routine. When you make small gradual changes, you're not shocking your system. You're slowly carving out new pathways in your brain and creating a new normal. This is how you build habits that become as automatic as brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation to brush your teeth, right? You just do it. The goal is to make your healthy habit feels as natural as possible. So here's how to do it. Pick just one small thing to focus on at a time. Maybe the first week, your only goal is to drink a glass of water before every meal. That's it. Once that feels easy, maybe you add a 10-minute walk after dinner. Then you focus on adding vegetable to your dinner plate. These kind of build on each other and prove to you that you can do this. Important to get enough sleep, since bad sleep messes with your hunger and can ruin all your hard work. So make consistent sleep schedule one of your core habits. For me, Trying to change everything at once was my biggest mistake. I would try to start a new diet, workout, and sleep schedule all on the same Monday. By Wednesday, I was wiped out. I forget everything that I was supposed to do. It makes you overwhelmed, and I just wanted to quit. The real change happened when I focused on just one thing, my daily walk. For that was it. For that one consistent habit created a ripple effect. It gave me more energy, which made me want to cook a healthier meal. Eating better helped me sleep better. Sleeping better gave me the focus to stay on track the next day. It was a slow, boring chain reaction that completely changed my life. So now that we cover all of that, let's recap what we just learned. Only 4 tips you really need to create a gentle and sustainable calorie deficit obsession. Second, build every meal around protein and fiber to keep you full and kill cravings. Third, find a way to move that you actually enjoy so you will stick with it forever. And fourth, embrace the quiet, unstoppable power of small, boring, consistent habits. None of this involve a fad diet or brutal workout plan or a magic pill. That's because the secret to weight loss isn't a secret. It's about cutting through the noise and focusing on the simple principles that work with your body, not against it. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. You absolutely have the power to do this. Your transformation isn't one giant leap away. It's just one small step taken over and over again. Help clear up some of the confusion for you. Please give it a thumbs up. I would love to hear from you. In the comments, let me know what's that one small, consistent change you're going to start with this week. Putting it out there is a powerful first step. If you haven't already, please subscribe for more simple, science-backed advice to help you build a life you love in a body that feels strong, healthy, and full of energy. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.